dropped out of college. My mom passed away. I got custody of my two sisters, and I needed to make some money. And my friends were like, "Oh, can you help me do my taxes?" And I was like, "I sure can for a small fee." So that's how I started doing taxes. I saw an ad on Facebook and I was like, let me see what they're talking about. And I've been here ever since.
Okay.
So honestly, I was sold by three things.
Okay.
Referrals and holiday advances, the CRM, and the ability to manage all my clients' call, text, from one system. And lastly, it was the link that connects once the client fills out that link and uploads all the information and it goes directly into text player. I was sold with that. I was using Canopy, I was using Cognito Forms, everyone was calling my personal cell phone. Everyone was texting my personal cell phone. So I was kind of like all over the place. So the option to sit down in front of the computer and like, oh, let me call this person, let me text this person, let me call this person, let me text this person, all from the CRM. And the fact that you could create links from different lead sources, that was a big one for me too. So I knew where most of my clients were coming from. Like if it was mass text from previous clients, if it was new clients from Instagram, new clients from Facebook. And then I was also able to provide those links to my preparers that worked under me. And I was able to know, oh, this is her client. Oh, this is her client. So it was a game changer for me, honestly. But I also had other preparers under me who were training and kind of like getting their feet wet, and that was like a huge selling point for them. That I think one girl got 35 referrals from one person. So I was like, okay, like the fact that it was paid out instantly was just like, I can't wait to kind of tunnel in on that and push that for next tax season. I'm gonna answer it because I service, and I kind of just realized this maybe within the last year or two. My targeted audience by default are low income families. On my own time, I cater to business owners who make, a certain amount of money on the accountant side, but when it comes to taxes, most of my clients are living paycheck to paycheck. So the ones who did do referrals, like I got one girl, she was like, I need to pay my phone bill tonight. Like, is the money coming tonight? One girl, she's like, my daughter needs lunch money next week. Like, is it gonna come today or tomorrow? And then it's like the next text is like, oh my God, thank you, the money just came. So things like that, $100, I know how much $100, I don't want to say used to mean to me, but I'm being like really transparent. $100 when I needed $100, that's laundry, gas, food, and a couple dollars to tuck to the side to make sure that we just not flat broke. So yeah, I could see how much of a difference it really, really made, especially for my clients who are living paycheck to paycheck, and that $100 might just stretch them until they get paid, which is motivating them to be like, well, let me refer about 4 or 5 people. I might be able to pay my car note. Yeah. So yeah. So a lot of people always complain about my communication because I kind of live a life that I kind of just do what I want to do. I can admit that, but I listened to them and I heard them. So this year my communication has definitely improved, because I'm literally just sitting behind a computer shooting text messages, calling. So that was a big game changer for me. I didn't hear anyone complain about that this year. And then also it has helped me because of the whole eliminating my other apps. So like I didn't have to use Cognito Forms. I didn't have to use certain things. And in doing taxes, I literally hate the tedious part of typing in customers' information. Like, oh please, like love my job to death, but please. So taking away that part made taxes like kind of fun again because the tedious items were there. I didn't have to manually do it, so now we get straight to the money. So that was like really good for me. But my revenue tripled this year. It tripled this year, and I was able to help some single mothers, three, really put extra money in their pocket. They were like so shocked, like, oh my God, this is the most money I've ever made in a short amount of time. So that was great. And then today, like the original reason for my call was to check on service bureau fees. I've never received service bureau fees. But my company that I was with for 7 years, they never talked to me about it. They never introduced it to me. They never, as many times as I asked about growth, I want to grow, I want to kind of be where you guys are. It was never an option. So it was kind of heartbreaking to know how much money they were making off of me and why they didn't want me to grow. So I'm here. I never felt greed. I never felt like stunting my growth. It was automatically like, let's go. So yeah. It was kind of like amazing this year. I'm not even gonna lie. Just being able to see the leads come in and even if we didn't service them, they're there. I can market to them all year. I don't see why they wouldn't come next year. Like they come. What is the little things? Maybe they get back $100 more somewhere else, or we couldn't get them back as much as possible. But our communication was top tier. Our customer service was top tier. Our turnaround time was top tier. You really couldn't miss person. I didn't have somebody emailing me this and somebody DMing me this. It was just all in one place. So even being able to call the clients from the CRM, text them from the CRM was like my biggest thing. The texts can get attachments to them, so that's awesome. So if they were missing something on the intake form, the initial one, I'm like, text it over to me. That worked out great. And again, knowing your numbers and knowing where they're coming from, having the lead tags and the sources, know where these clients came from, like their source, that was really helpful for me. So I know like this year, when I send out that text message to my clients, I sent the text out maybe in December. I was still getting leads off of that in April. So they got it, they just used it when they needed to use it. Maybe they went in text and searched Solution 7 and it popped up and it was like, all right, let me do my taxes. But it works, right? So the mass texting feature is great. I can't wait till you guys integrate the email portion. It always made me feel comfortable in knowing, like, even if I didn't know something, that I could give you guys a call and you would help me out. Even today, I wasn't expecting a result that I got from Abe. I wasn't even expecting to talk to Abe today, honestly. I was expecting to just talk to someone, get an answer, and then be able to, take that mental note. But I was able to speak to Abe. We were able to do what we needed to do on the phone. It was done right there in real time. I have Abe's number as well, so I did text him. I know if it ever gets really, really, really real, I could kind of just shoot him a text or a call, and he'll get back to me. So the team is amazing. I haven't spoken to Ferris since I've spoken to Ferris. I hope he's doing well. I haven't spoken to him since he got me set up. So he was like very reassuring. Everything that he told me, it was true. he told me there's certain things would happen, my business would go certain ways, this would happen, and it happened exactly, if not better than what he explained it to me. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
because it was always a live person. That was not, we don't take that for granted. Even if we were on video or if cameras were off, if cameras were on, that was even better because I feel like, we got to know each other over the season. Um, I know who's who and what's what, and everyone kind of gives off the same type of support, right? Um, so yeah, that being able to be on Zoom with it made it way more personal than just calling a customer service rep and being on hold. And it was never really a hold. The breakout rooms are almost instant. And yeah, I would confidently, before it wouldn't be so confident, it would be like, well, I know a guy. I would confidently say, I know a team. They're amazing. They want to see you grow. Everything is not always about money. A lot of people source around for the lowest service bureau fees, the lowest back-end fees, period. That doesn't always guarantee you growth and great service. It saves you a couple dollars. But if you're shopping around for new software, you need to go where you feel welcome, where you feel heard, where you feel like that team wants you to grow, and not just solely benefit off of you. And where they're actually solving your problems. They're not just pushing the software to you and just throwing you out there and saying, go, so go ahead, just see you, will survive. So I would definitely recommend you guys. I am definitely going to be recommending you guys. I'm going to be reselling and again, confidently and knowing that they're going to be in great hands. You want growth in the tax industry, this is where you need to be. This is where you need to be. I've been around, I've shopped around, I've been different places, I've been in mentorships, I've been in groups. I was with my company for 7-8 years and stagnant, no growth, no anything. And it makes me sad sometimes to think about, but I know a lot of tax preparers can relate to this. But there are good tax software companies out there who, what their bottom line is to not get over on you and to just make their money and you make your money. So that would be like my final words. Like, it's okay to leave your comfortability and go somewhere else so that you can grow. If it doesn't work out and you need to go back to where you were, that's fine too. You have to take chances when it comes to this business stuff. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.